Another week, another edition, Battleholics. Yes, we are going around the Rose Battleverse and talking about the history and breaking down some battles in the process. We're about a month and a half out from the postseason of the Rose Battle. Yes, we have a league now, Hormoz. Yes, we have a league now, Subhah, Agarwal, White.
Can you gamble on it?
We tried to gamble. The players inside the league don't really, they have ethics, right? They have belief systems, you know, like a certain group of people.
Like they're broke.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not going to, they don't, there's not enough money for them to kind of like shave points. They're just like really $5. Like, you know what? No, my jokes are worth more than that, that they're never going to use again. Anyway, Subhah Agarwal, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hormoz Rashidi, welcome to the show. Hormoz, you kind of started this thing. You were there before it was Roast Battle. You were there for a mic. Subhah got there during the Roast Masters days in New York. What got you into it?
It was just really... it was a thing to do. You know what I mean? It's what all the comics were doing. It was like, oh, you get to get up there and like test your metal or whatever. It felt It felt good to like, you know.
It's wild. I just can't believe like people were just like ready to give each other concussions and just like ruin like, you know, friendships. But it actually brought everybody together. It kind of did like the opposite. Like two negatives like created a positive of, you would think it would like splinter the whole community, just like, oh, they're being negative. Because on the outside looking in, they're like these guys are horrible for the community. But if you look at it, now this community, like they love each other. Yeah. Just because they're all numb from hearing all these pedophile or you're a bad father jokes.
New York must have been fun because you would like insult each other and then ride the subway together home. You know, in LA, you'd insult each other, get in your cars and be like, fuck that guy or whatever.
Yeah, his act was whack. Yeah. And New Yorkers just like, my brother's not that dead. Anyway, and you were there like when it was a mic, and then we got into it, and then you and I like wrote on the show during the Marlon Wayans when he had like the black version of Funny or Die called What the Funny.
No, I remember the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild. And you had like the first good roast battle.
Me and Pete C.
Yeah, you and Pete Carnacion.
Well, it's because like Frank would go up there and write a bunch of good jokes and destroy whoever he was going up against.
Yeah, Frank Castillo, by the way.
Trey Stewart would do the same thing, write a bunch of jokes. And other people would go up and not write jokes. Right. They would just go up and think, I'll come up with something on the spot.
Oh, like they're playing the dozens or something.
Yeah.
Right.
But they would get destroyed. And black guys would go up there too thinking, I'm so good at this. And they would get destroyed because somebody writing jokes for a week is going to beat you at that. And then Pete C and I were like, dude, this sucks. Like these people don't know that both should write jokes.
It was like cavemen before they like saw fire. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, and they were just like beating the shit out of each other. Like, you know, you can use weapons. That's when you guys brought weapons.
I like when they don't prepare because then it's just mean truths.
That's so real because you're just like, this guy sucks.
You're fat like, and ugly.
Yeah, you're like, all right,
you're bad at comedy and your mom is dead, and you're like, where's the punchline?
No, people just should know that about you. You're like, all right, I guess this isn't open mic. Jesus.
But yeah, shout out Pete C, dude.
Yeah, so this has grown over 12 years, a little over 12 years. You were there about 12 years ago, and you got into the Roast Masters thing probably over 10 years ago. And now this thing has grown to a global league that's over 20 cities right now. It's going to go to about 40 cities next year in 2026. Let's see what you guys think about this. We're going to break down some jokes. Reactions are big during these things. If you guys have anything to kind of add, do it while they're not saying anything because these comments will destroy you. They hate Middle Eastern people and women, which all three of us are. So let's have some fun. All right. First up is Los Angeles, number 7 coming in. We have Robin Tran versus Guam. They both look like some kind of Asian mother. Let's get into it.
Guam looks like if one of the Ninja Turtles fucked Splinter. He puts the cow in cowabunga.
All right. Robin went to Comic-Con because she collects Pokey Was a Man cards.
It's like Guam versus Guam and drag.
Yeah. Tiny Guam.
Guam is divorced. His ex-wife and I like to cut off dicks. Guam has worked as a door guy for 9 years, so I guess both of you know what it's like to show someone the door, huh? Oh. And he's been homeless, so she kicked him out to the street where he was already living. All right.
All right. Robin runs a scavenger hunt in Koreatown where tourists try to find her dick.
It's
okay to laugh, guys.
There's no jokes on those cards, like scribblings of dead kids and shit. It's fucking weird. I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, Guam? You fucking weirdo.
Not wearing glasses either.
Yeah. He's so old.
You guys are going to hate this one. Guam has been in jail for reckless driving. I've heard of bad road comics, but this is ridiculous. All right.
For the comics. For the comics.
Okay. When Robin was in school, she failed anatomy because she was in denial.
I gave you real info about me. That's just like fucking weird. What did you like? Do you? I feel like you don't understand your jokes that you're writing. Like if you asked me to explain this, it's fucking absurd.
I thought that joke was great.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'm so sorry. Doesn't Guam look like a combination of all the different Street Fighters? Ryu, Ken, E Honda, Blanca, Dalsum, and Bison. You guys hate this joke. You should start a game called Coming from the Streets Fighter. All right. Forget that one. Forget that one.
If she had gotten to that faster.
She's so good, such a good writer.
Yeah. Living on the Streets Fighter is what I meant to say.
But the crowd does not like it.
They're transphobic.
If Robin worked at a whorehouse, they would put her behind the mystery door.
Let's go, Guam.
Fuck, man. Yeah, this is good. So Guam has been divorced. He's got 3 kids he never sees. He takes the bus everywhere. He doesn't have a car, but he keeps driving everyone away.
Oh. That would fucking hurt. All right. All right. Robin is so ugly.
How ugly is she?
She got a job at the abortion clinic. She just looks into the girl's pussy and the baby dies.
Mom was sandbagging. He was sandbagging, dude. Oh.
Damn.
It's calling her ugly, guys.
Is that 5? How did you know? How did you know that? Was that 5? Is that we're gonna do another? Oh, we have one more?
Yeah.
Oh, we have one more.
Asians are good at math, they say.
Wait. Hold on.
After Genia and the Gimp, this is heaven. Keep going.
All right, well, Guam has been single for 20 years, and Trump is slashing trans rights, so neither of us can get any pussy. All right. All right.
Yeah, they're transphobic in that room. But Guam got her, dude.
It's weird. It's West Hollywood.
Yeah, Guam came out with some heavy swings at the end.
Super swings. It was like he's kind of started light by like acting like he couldn't read or like he can't read his own writing.
No, I think he couldn't. I think he couldn't.
No,
I think he's
that
holding his
man
eyes
could
are
not
bad.
read.
Yeah.
But it's like, well, then wear your readers, old man.
Yeah.
Get your glasses on. But it was very funny. Robin Tran, 4th appearance on the podcast this season. This is Guam's 2nd. Heavy hitters, heavyweights here in Los Angeles. Robin, fresh off a men's billiard tournament, getting heckled. That's what, if you don't know that, there's like a trans woman who just won like a billiards tournament.
Oh, I had no idea. No.
It's not just swim meets, guys. Now it's billiards.
Damn.
Right? Yeah,
they're taking billiards from us?
Yeah. Who's us? All right, that's LA coming to number 7, getting the point this week. Let's break down the battle. What do we think about Guam and his kind of rope-a-dope style, and then Robin just, really being clever, just always, trying new things. And, really, I heard you say during the battle, like, you love her writing. It's not always going to be a big punch, but it's always going to be clever.
Yeah. Yeah, it seemed like Robin was, like, giving good jokes, and Guam was just fucking around. And I thought, I'm like, this is bad. And then Robin started talking shit and being like, I gave you stuff to talk about me. This is what you came up with? And like her confidence of like, this guy sucks, I'm going to kill him was so high. And then he had 2 in the chamber, just boom, boom at the end of the round. Damn, good for you, Guam, dude.
The mystery door was so unexpected.
The mystery door was good. I mean, it was almost like the scavenger hunt thing, but I mean, like that's because it's in that trans joke realm. But then he's just calling her ugly after that. And I just thought that was like perfect because then it's just like, listen, man. At the end of the day, we're just calling you people ugly. It's not so much we care about what you're doing. It's just like you're just ugly. We don't look at it. I think that's where he was coming from. And then Robin was just like, yeah, but you're everything else that's wrong. I just thought that was such a good vibe. I think in the beginning it was like, oh no, like what's this battle? Like there's nobody laughing. You can literally hear how many people are in the room. Yeah. That's always a bad sign.
Well, it's also like I think some people felt bad for both of them at first because it's like Guam's everything you say about Guam is just so sad, and Guam's just like, ooh, that one hurt, and it's like so it's like it's hard to laugh at this like sweet person who's being insulted, and they just seem to really not like trans people in that room that night.
That's so funny, but it's also, I mean, styles make fights, but also venues and regions can make a crowd, right? So I think
was this?
This is in LA at the Belly Room, right?
Belly Room.
Because in New York, I think if Robin's like talking about you drive everybody away, you're a terrible driver, you're such a feature. I mean, like he's literally saying you're the driver of another comic who's probably just a feature. You're probably the host of the show. I mean, like Robin came with some real hard. Whatever they are, I'm not even gonna say truth. They're just like she's just coming at him as like a real like old school New York comic.
I also feel like she was losing confidence in her own stuff, like throughout the battle, which was like stepping on her punchlines. Like even that road comic one, which was like very heavy on wordplay. Like the judges had to be like, "That's a good joke," and then like the living on the streets fighter, she kind of gave up halfway through, and then
that was
didn't
great too.
hit the hardest punchline. So I feel like she was also not doing herself any favors by like giving up on her writing, even though it was so strong.
It's almost like shoot with confidence. You're saying,
she needed the confidence of a man.
Trans women are women. She didn't believe in herself.
Right. You have to. I mean, that's something you have to learn as a woman, though. It takes time.
Robbie Tran? Or I don't know.
Anyway, that was number 7. Let's get into number 6. But as far as jokes are concerned, let's talk to Sub here. Like when you had your style, I remember you, Dina Hashem, and you guys all just have this style of just like going for the most sinister thing possible, seeing the reaction, then maybe not scaling back, but almost like stepping on somebody's neck after that. Like, why is the New York style so hard?
Well, because they were coming just as hard at us. So then it's like, what the fuck do? You can't not. So if someone's like there were like 5 abortion jokes about me, and I'd never had an abortion, and I was like, what the fuck? So I had to like, you have to go hard because if you're getting slugged in the face, you can't be like, you were late on rent. Like nobody gives a shit.
So people would just make up stuff.
Sometimes,
You've had 5 abortions.
It was like Big J was judging, and he's like in the middle. He was like, "Have you ever had an abortion?" I was like, "No." That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
They were just going off of vibes. I guess I have Planned Parenthood vibes. I was like,
yeah, I don't remember if somebody had this joke, but it was just like, somebody. It might have been Eli Sayers. This might even be a joke, but I think it's it was like somebody had like 72 versions that are all just your abortions or something like that. I was like, oh, you guys are just mean. Anyway, number 6, we'll talk to Hormoz in a little bit about his style and how he got into it and why you were like the first, I would say like the first template of like what a good battle should be. Right, and we'll get into that in a little bit. All right, number 6 is Scotland. Now, again, I was saying styles make fights. Scotland does this thing where they go punches and bunches. You're going to hear a lot of jokes within just one round. And that's how these guys get down. So this is Scotland. This is Matt McDonald versus Coben Millage.
this is exciting.
Let's roast. At the Monkey Barrel, Edinburgh.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Would you like to start, or would you like me to?
You can start.
I will start, okay. Mr. MacDonald has cerebral palsy. He is also not a Matthew. He is a Matt. His parents gave him an incomplete name to match his incomplete body. Mr. MacDonald's favorite ice cream flavor is Raspberry Cripple. Mr. MacDonald eats McCoys because he doesn't like walkers.
Some Scottish shit. I don't know.
I don't even know what it is, but that works. You know what a walker is.
Mr. MacDonald's lifelong ambition is to learn how to jog. But you know how the old saying goes. You gotta walk before you can run.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Colvin Millage. Colvin looks like the third cowboy in Brokeback Mountain who sits and watches the others fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, Colvin Millage looks like he's in an open relationship with his girlfriend, but his girlfriend hasn't told him yet. I think that might actually hit a little bit too close to home, because Colvin told me before we did this roast that he's actually been cheated on in every long-term relationship he's ever been in. Aww.
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
And honestly, folks, being up here doing the roast battle, I can honestly see why. Like, I've only been up here for a couple of seconds and already I want to roast someone else. Listen, come on. You and me, my friend. You and me. You look like you're part of the Middle-earth Defense League. With that bald head and that beard, you look like reverse Marge Simpson. You got anything to say to me? Man? Fucking pussy. Leave him. No. Back to you, brother. Back to you.
Matthew, may I just say, this man has a brace on his hand. He's injured. Why would you make fun of someone who doesn't have full use of their entire body? How dare you, sir? How dare you? Mr. MacDonald's favorite song is Tiptoe Through the Tulips because he can only dream of reaching such breakneck speeds. Mr. MacDonald looks like he's trying to be someone's cool stepdad. And he dresses like a stepdad that shows up to games purely to watch the other kids. When he was 19, Mr. MacDonald hooked up with a 39-year-old woman, and he told me this info without me asking him anything about this info. Which means it must be true. Either it's not true, or it is. And if it is true, that just means he spent his Make-A-Wish very poorly.
Colvin Millage.
Colvin Millage is like the human embodiment of self-diagnosed ADHD. He's so silly, he's so quirky. Colvin has the dress sense of a man twice his age and the jawline of a man 3 times his weight. He's not fooling anyone with that chin strap, let me tell you guys. Colvin's dress sense is inspired by the 70s. Colvin's dress sense also inspires women to cover their drinks in bars. Colvin dresses like he's going undercover to infiltrate a disco pedophile ring. You know, like this. Like, that's him fingering the kids. Okay. Colvin looks like he reads feminist literature at the pub to impress a bartender that he doesn't know is actually a lesbian.
Mr. MacDonald dresses like his dream job is a volunteer bin man. Mr. MacDonald's mother is Protestant while his dad is Catholic, so he has to be very careful when traveling throughout his home city of Glasgow. Other things that make his journeys challenging: slightly inclined sidewalks.
He's disabled.
Mr. MacDonald recently shaved his head. Not because he was going bald, he just decided to dress for the job he wants, living to middle age. That's impressive. You beat me to getting bald, because I'm going bald, and I'll admit that. It's the only race you'll beat me in. Yes! That one was off the dome. My dome has hair on it still. All right. All right, go ahead. You have your fun.
Okay, this next roast is something that Coben genuinely said to me. Coben works as a walking tour guide just now, and when he first started his job, he was telling me about it, and the job sounded like a pretty sweet deal. And then Coben, very earnestly, after he was telling me all the good things about his job, was like, "Oh, Matty, you should really try doing something like that. You'd be really good at it." A walking tour guide. Like me with this legs and these disabilities. Like, if you guys want to see some real comedy, do you guys want a good laugh? Do you guys want a good laugh? Watch me try and climb up those stairs after this show. Like, it's not going to happen. Like, never have I heard something so progressive from someone that it loops back around and becomes ableist again. That's this guy. But yeah. But Coben is Canadian, but over the past year he's really got into Kneecap, you know, the Irish band. So much so that he's become a full-fledged Irish Republican and a supporter of the IRA. I don't know why he likes them. He's not Irish, but he does have a lot of experience of bombing in front of large crowds.
Classy.
I don't understand your choice to just roast yourself there for a minute. But also, cards on the table, cards on the table. I've done a lot of these roasts. I am 0-10 lifetime. I've never beat anyone ever. The reason I challenged Matthew McDonald is because I didn't think he'd turn up because this venue has stairs to get in. When he was born, Mr. McDonald was put up for adoption. Yeah. It's not true, but no one in this room questioned that info. I don't know why you guys are clapping me. You wrote that joke in your heads. Mr. MacDonald campaigns for more disabled representation in media, and I hope he follows in the footsteps of my favorite fictional cripple, Dr. House, by getting an addiction, having his heart broken, and killing himself in a fire.
So Coben made a rap album during COVID.
Shut up. Yeah. I told you not to mention it!
This pasty white freak made an album during COVID, a rap album no less. And he never released it. And dear God, I hope it stays that way. Fuck, maybe the only Canadian rapper that could be more of a pervy embarrassment than Drake. And this is my last one, folks. Coben looks like the main character in a Wes Anderson movie about a man that masturbates on public transport. Thank you.
I got loads left. Mr. MacDonald looks like he cuts eye holes in newspapers to leer at women. Mr. MacDonald kicks kittens in the street. They're fine, don't worry.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Don't worry. They're fine.
This guy's hilarious. I mean, they're both really good.
Mr. MacDonald has a dream, and that dream is to quit his job. He currently works in a call center, and his dream is to quit and get a more stable life. You know what would help make your life a lot more stable, Matt? A cane. That's the way you draw the line? After all that, you guys are like, oh, that was arguably supportive. Mr. MacDonald named his cat Business, so he can shout into the street sayings like, "Business is great," and "Business kept me up last night." Another reason he called his cat Business was to get a closer parking space nearby. And despite having never been in a gang, Mr. MacDonald is very proficient in the crip walk. Thank you very much. That's been me.
Nicely done. Number 6 in the world, Coben Millage with his debut
Kills
on the
me.
podcast.
Kills me. That dude with the burgundy hat and the glasses.
Yeah.
He's like a white rapper, and he didn't do any fucking puns. Like, it was right. Like,
No, the other guy is.
The other guy's the rapper.
yeah, no, I'm saying he didn't do any puns about him. Like Jack Harlow tea, Macklemore fries. Like, there's so much
Left
there.
on the table. You're right.
It just killed me. As soon
just
as he
said
was,
it.
I know. I was like, oh, and he was so. I'm like, go for the jugular.
Yeah.
That's when you fucking go. You know what
like
I mean?
A theme, right? I mean, if you guys. By the way, all your jokes can be themes because you guys are doing 3 jokes like per turn, basically, right? If it's like tit for tat, 3 jokes, they're doing about 3 to 5 jokes every turn. So you can make a theme. They could, like, especially with that, when you could have done some white rapper puns or wordplay to get to your major, like, you know, slice him in the neck kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Matt McDonald. That was his 3rd appearance.
That's the cerebral palsy guy. Was Matt McDonald? Okay. Yeah. And then the other guy's name was
Will Forte. No, that was Coben Milledge. That was like Will Forte versus Will Forte with cancer.
Both really funny. The other guy had just like one note though. Was like, you are disabled.
Yes,
you can't walk. And there were some great ones.
Coben is 0-10 probably for that reason. Yeah. But he's so fun though. I mean, so like. Fun. And they both have their phones. I can understand why, obviously, you know, cerebral palsy would have it, right? But then Coben, he's doing something where he's like, okay, I'm able, but I'll use this as almost like a prop. Mr. McDonald, right? And he's almost like going off script. I don't even know if he even has anything on there. He's just kind of using it. So I thought that was kind of clever. Yeah. I love the move that that Matt did, where he did. It's like they do this thing where Pat Barker says this thing where like he loves like when a battler will take the essence out of somebody with a joke, right? And I feel like Matt's first 2 or 3 was just about taking the essence out of Coben, just like how terrible, just like you're just whack. You know, I'm like so much. I'm going to roast somebody else. I've never seen that. That was like that's a move I've never seen before. Like this guy's so lame. I'm going to roast somebody else in the crowd. I was like, that's beautiful.
And he really did it. Like he actually
cheated on him with somebody else in the crowd.
It was so funny.
It was layered, man. It was really well done. And I love. And honestly, we do these a lot with the Scotland and the committee that votes on these things. Seem to love them because they do so many jokes and they're usually really good. But that was the first time.
Good too.
Yeah,
the crowd was loving it.
They're into it. Yeah. They're always into it. Scotland's fucking sweet. But I got to say that was probably the first time I've like understood both sides verbatim. Normally it's kind of hard because they have that thick Scottish accent. But even though my man Matt McDonald is from Scotland, you can hear the accent. That cerebral palsy, just a little bit of it, that tinge. Can make me understand it. So I appreciate that. Yeah. Shout out that deformity that helps out.
The combination of like cerebral palsy and being Scottish.
I was like, oh, King's English. There it is. Yeah, finally.
So you're saying everybody they hire in foreign call centers should have just a little bit of palsy.
Get you a little palsy, little bells, little cerebral. If you're Scottish though, only if you're Scottish or Irish. Like I need you to scale back the rolling of the R's if you're Spanish. I don't know what that is you guys do. That English rolling of the tongue. Anyway, let's break this battle down. Let's see what happened with Coben and Matt McDonald. We like those moves, but just kind of like break down the style. You guys do this. You guys have done this. Like, you know, exactly what happened in that battle.
Well, it's like you said, like one guy was very one note with the, that was, not McDonald, the other one.
Coben. Hormoz said that,
He was, he just went after the palsy, but I think it's fine as long as you have different angles of it. I did think it was interesting, McDonald's move of trying to roast himself to take a little bit of the fire, but I almost feel like he pulled that out too late.
Right.
It's like you almost have to do that at the top.
And then, exactly. We had that point where I know who you are, and now you're kind of like, all right, we get it. It's almost like pandering at that point, right?
Yeah, I didn't love that part. I didn't love him making fun of himself at that point. If you're going to do it at the beginning, like Eminem in 8 Mile. Get it out of the way, and then you... but still, he had. I think overall, if I was judging it, I would give it to cerebral palsy because he had way more diverse, clever ways of doing comedy versus some of the best disabled jokes.
I was going to say, if you have one, it's almost like being like a pitcher. It's like, listen, man, I don't have like a lot of stuff, but I can really, really throw this fastball. I can really throw this curveball kind of a thing. Like, if I have like one thing I do well, you can use that. You can probably sail through a battle usually if they're terrible.
If the other guy's not killing it.
But he also ran out. Like you could tell towards the end, it just kind of like started.
Wait, don't say run out. That's, that's mean.
Curveball versus curved spine.
Oh my goodness! All right, what do we think about phones? I know that the old school, feels like the 2010s battlers compared to the 2020s battlers. 2020s, they like having notes. It helps them, you know, like
it helps.
They've got lives, right? They've got to do content. They've got to do stand-up. They got to, you know, so it's like they want to know the jokes. They don't want to look terrible if they're up there, right? Going off script. But you guys back in the day, maybe not so much into the reels and getting the content, but you know, so much more focused on the jokes and making sure you get the performance out, right? What does that look like today? Even with that, I was saying, like, you know, Coben, he used it as not as a crutch, but almost like as a prop. And then obviously, cerebral palsy was using it, but it didn't feel like he was using it at all. It was just kind of like they nailed their jokes a little bit until the end with the Drake joke. But for the most part, like, does it take away the phones and using his notes? Like,
I think so.
Because even with Guam doing this, did that take away?
I think so, yeah. I think the people who seem like they're in the moment, even if they're not, I used to have my jokes written in a small piece of paper so I'd have it in my pocket, and if I needed to, I could pull it out and take a peek. But I wanted my hands and to be connecting with the audience. I do think that they did great, but they would be doing better if they memorized it or had it on a...
Yeah, I mean, it's always better not to have notes unless it's like there's this point to it. But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like, they're making it part of the bit. But, yeah, it's hard. It's like you're writing these jokes, you're doing other shit. It's like, I get it. And you'd rather have a reminder than blank out on stage and be like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean?
They also had a million jokes.
Yeah, those guys do a million jokes, right?
A million jokes, you're looking at your phone, okay, that's one thing. But like when we've like done roast battle and it's 3 or 5 and they're all on their phone, it's like just learn 3 jokes.
And it's like going to an open mic and it's like 3 minutes. You're like, all right, what else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
Like we're a minute in, brother. You haven't even been lit yet at your 2-minute mark. Like, this is crazy to ask. Like, what else do you guys want to talk about? Like, get out of here.
That's so funny.
All right, let's get to Tokyo at number 5.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we're all in Japan now, and these 2 people are not from Japan whatsoever. We have a Nigerian, Evan Musoka. I haven't seen this guy in forever. It's his debut on this season. He's a legend out there, an ex-champ versus Kirsty Carr from Australia. This is part of the Tokyo Roast Fest, their 3rd or 4th annual, where they just celebrate roast culture. It's insane what they've done out there. But this is Tokyo, Evans versus Kirsty. Let's roll.
Kirsty, let's roll! So I'm so excited to be here. When I was doing my research about this battle, I Googled Kirsty Carr. And Google was like, do you mean Jimmy Carr? And, they're all the same. They're both white. They both do comedy. The only difference is that Jimmy Carr is funny and Kirsty Carr is a woman.
Thank you so much for my diamond ring. I assume you mined it yourself.
Oh, Kirsty.
That took a lot of work, bitch.
I was so excited when I heard that I was going to be part of my favourite porn category tonight. Black guy roasts MILF. But as soon as I found out that it was Evans, my excitement died faster than his dad did. I didn't ask what from, because we don't have to.
Yep, I'm not fucking you tonight, no. Yeah, Kirsty, she says she loves dancing a lot and that's how she lost weight, but I'm African, I know the difference between losing weight from dancing and AIDS.
Wow.
It's all right, you can only catch it once.
You caught it twice.
One in each hole. What Evans lacks in height, he makes up for in forehead. Yeah, 5'8", 5'1", without the forehead. If Kenya had half as much food as Evans has forehead, maybe they wouldn't be starving. But it is impressive with a forehead that large. He can see into the future. Unfortunately for Evans, though, it is still no sex for Evans. Yeah.
Speaking of numbers, Kirsty is an accomplished actor. She was in the Planet of the Apes. I mean, that's how she refers to Africa, but, No. She was in the movie, actually. She acted as Feral Human 3, which wasn't a difficult role because she's a 3.
Thank you, Samuel L. Jacksoff.
Oh, my God.
I assume that you made that pearl necklace for yourself.
I got it from your dead grandmother. Yeah.
What Evans lacks in height, he also makes up for in teeth. So he could build a dam, he could open a beer, he could even circumcise that guy in the back of the room. No hands, just bite.
Don't make fun of my teeth. That's how I got you a diamond. Respect, okay?
I actually apologize, it is fancy.
Speaking of racist, when I was having a meeting with Kirsty about this battle, she really insisted on using the N-word. And I told her you can't, and she used it immediately. She was like, oh no!
It's Australian.
No, Australian.
If I had $1 for every racist joke that I've made, I might have enough to sponsor your family in Africa.
You look thinner than me, bitch. You look like you need $1.
Let's go.
It's called being in shape.
Aussie, Aussie, Aussie!
Oi, oi, oi!
That is her pussy quiffing. Kirsty looks like she goes around spreading a dangerous STD called Vegemite. You know what I mean?
You've tried it?
You tried it?
I thought you were the one with the yeast infection. So Evans is 37 and single, obviously. He does. He looks like a donkey from Shrek fucked a Labubu doll. But either way, it does look like your mum gave birth to you out of the other hole.
Damn, that's it, yeah. Thank you.
That was Tokyo coming in at number 5. Kirsty Carr from Australia. Australia gets some points off this one, and Evans Musoka from Kenya, not Nigeria. Sorry, that's me being nationalist. I don't even know how to say it. It's not really racist, but Evans is he lives in Tokyo, so Tokyo gets some points. Out there, the Tokyo Rose Fest, Tokyo overall gets more points. So let's break this one down. No notes. Kirsty really being in the moment, reacting kind of like with no notes, just like able to just look at him and just like roll with everything. I feel like she had a punch.
He had a little one in his pocket. He would check like the what I was saying I would do sometimes. He had a little one just for when he would
foreshadowing. It's a black joke. All right. And she had a lot of good ones actually. Obviously, they were great, and he would call them out every time. But I thought she snuck him in a lot.
No, she had some great jokes. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
It was chemistry. I mean, a lot of those, I mean, if the jokes aren't always like, if you can see them written, you're like, all right, those aren't like the best well-written, they're like, bam, jokes in your face.
Yeah.
But the crowd loving it, them just kind of vibing up each other. You can see why that's number 5.
Not getting offended, you know.
Yeah, the way that that was what stood out about Kirsty the most to me was how she was like the whole AIDS and she's like, yeah, one in each hole. Just like, I was like, okay, you know, she just really was. It's impressive to see that.
Dude, the Vegemite joke, I don't think anybody got that, but that was so
that was
good.
Funny.
Yeah, like I thought you were the one that had the yeast infection because he's got the black face. I thought it was very well done. Anyway, coming number 5, Tokyo. All right, number 4, Toronto. Wow, welcome back, Toronto. I haven't seen you guys in a minute, but we've really gone all over the world, guys. We've gone to Asia. We've been here in the States. We went over to Scotland. Now over to Queensland, over up in Toronto, Drakeland. This is Sebastian Fazio with his debut on the podcast versus Tia Percy, another debut. Let's go to Toronto. Let's roast.
Give it up for Sebastian Fazio. He's Italian, so he's always telling everyone it's actually pronounced Fat-zio, which is what his nieces and nephews already call him. Your face looks like Oscar the Grouch, and your body looks like you eat garbage.
Tia, you're one to talk. Your nose makes you look like Big Bird.
Someone sounds like Big Bird.
Yeah, seriously. Tia's nose is so big she doesn't snort lines of coke. She snorts paragraphs. Yeah, she doesn't have a coke nose. She has a snow mountain.
Sebastian was actually considering becoming a priest, but even the Catholic Church was like, we don't feel comfortable letting you go. He loves Mean Girls, Wuthering Heights, Tina Fey, Demi Lovato, and he was a Starbucks barista. The only thing gayer than that was that he wanted to be a priest.
Good joke.
Pretty good. Yeah. Tia once masturbated while intoxicated. Yeah, even she has to be drunk to fuck her.
No, Sebastian actually knows every way to pleasure a woman. Unfortunately, none will let him get close enough to prove it. The thing he drinks the most is Dr. Pepper spray.
It's okay, Tia ran out. Yeah, Tia was shocked when she was diagnosed with an eating disorder. Another thing that was difficult to swallow. Yeah, Tia's a stand-up comic and a bulimic. I asked her what she had coming up, and she said her last meal.
Oh, they deserve more.
People love her too much.
Good. Sebastian lost his virginity at 27.
Damn.
Big dog.
I like how everyone was like, obviously.
And it's lucky it happened then, or he would have had to kill himself. He would have been the only virgin in the 27 club. He actually didn't lose his virginity for that long for religious reasons. Those reasons being every girl he tried with was like, Jesus Christ, no!
Mercy!
That's funny.
Pretty good. Well, yeah.
He's doing great too. She's just a killer.
Tia once brought her 81-year-old cancer-ridden father to a comedy show. Finally, someone in the crowd was dying. Tia's a swimmer. Her favorite stroke is butterfly. Her dad is 81. His favorite stroke is diabetic. Last joke!
Hey, I'm glad you brought up family. Sebastian's mom converted to Rastafarianism, and she has white dreadlocks. I assume she named him Sebastian after the crab from the Little Mermaid. She's also always doing an offensive Jamaican accent. Sebastian and his mom kind of have a reverse 8 Mile dynamic. He's the violent alcoholic, and she's the witch.
Yeah, well, you're like Ariel because your bottom half tastes like a fish. I think I'm gonna ruin this next joke, okay. Tia's a musical theater actor and a whore. Guys hate eating her out because her pussy tastes les miserables. Seriously, she tried getting a Palestinian man to eat her out, and he even said, "We're not that hungry."
I'm no physician, but I can tell just by looking at you that you have sleep apnea. Sebastian wants to be a voice actor, which makes sense. He's got a face for voice acting. Sebastian calls himself the roast master. He's got thick skin, and I mean that appearance-wise. Thick skin, thick bones.
Just call me fat, you fucking idiot.
I actually feel nostalgic when I look at Sebastian, because he reminds me of a lava lamp. Those globs look toxic.
Alright. Tia's nose is so big, police dogs are mad she's taking their jobs.
Number 4, Toronto, Sebastian Fazio, Tia Percy, both debuts on the Countdown. Welcome back to the Countdown, Toronto. We missed you guys. Even though they had the notes, I thought that might be one of the best written jokes I've probably, like, written battles, back and forth I've seen. I'm glad they had the notes because they really nailed that. But what do you guys think about Natalie Cuomo versus Andrew Cuomo?
It's because they both had such strong jokes. I feel like Tia had more punchlines per joke she was doing. So Sebastian would come back strong, but he'd come back with like one or two punches when she had just dropped 4 or 5.
Dude, I mean, that was a lot of fun. I mean, that was just like joke. That's when I first saw you and Pete kind of battle. Like, oh, this is what it can be fun. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that's as fun as everything has been up to this point. That's kind of like the essence of what we're looking for. Like really good jokes. I mean, if they didn't have their note cards, even though it was no cards, I thought it was a little better to have no cards than a phone.
Is much better than a phone. It's just like less disconnect. I feel like it's just a piece of paper.
Right.
I felt like, but yeah, dude, she's good.
Tia Percy's Tia, welcome to the show. Dude.
Yeah,
that was
dude,
outstanding work. And Sebastian, I mean, like he's known as like their roast master out there. So like he was coming back with like just as strong jokes, but man, the way she would just flip it or even just come at him.
And the crowd was really good, but you could tell the bulimic stuff. The crowd loves her. So like she must be a good person because the people in the room were like, hey, don't make fun of her about that.
Right,
they didn't like that. And everything else was fine. But that one joke, you could see the crowd.
But that was such a good joke on his part. I mean,
it was so good.
Yeah. Talk about it. Break it down.
Well, I also feel like there is like a weird level of sexism where like if you're a woman, if they come at you super hard at first, the crowd is like, whoa, that's not cool to a lady. So I feel like some of that almost played out there with that bulimic joke because there's no fucking reason. After everything she said about him, there's zero reason.
That's so funny. I didn't even think about it. That is a sexism thing of just like, hey, come on, she's a lady, don't do that. Yeah, like
that's why
him fat a bunch.
She called him gay. First of all, she outed his virginism. I mean, like that's so mean.
Yeah, so mean, dude.
This guy's 27 version. Obviously, you're like, I was like, are you talking about his eating disorder? That was so mean, but so good. Tia Percy, Sebastian Fazio, Toronto. Welcome back. Love you guys. Comedy Bar, so much fun. All right, let's go all the way to New York. Dan St. Germain was a hell of a roast battler back in the day at the Roast Masters. You would know this. Did you ever battle Dan? No. Who did you battle back in the Roast Masters?
Oh, God. Dan Perlman, Mike Feeney, and then a bunch of others. I think those were like my last 2.
Okay. Damn, Mike Feeney. Oh, that's
Mike Feeney.
All guys who've been doing things. What are you guys doing now? You know what I mean? I know you've had a special on Amazon. You got another one coming up. You're working on your thing, being a professional comedian, married, obviously. To the guy who, when we were doing Roast Battle back in the day and trying to get on TV, and we had this thing called Road to Roast Battle that was leading up to the first season of Roast Battle, we were going to all these places, right? We hit Austin because they had the Spike Club, and then we went to Chicago, which had this Roast Battle-like show called Beef. And that's Sean's show. And then Sean had this classic and historic meltdown to the roast battle community against Megan Gailey. And he was so hammered because he got on 2 seasons.
Because here's what he says. He says that like he thought it would be funny to play like a wrestling heel.
Like a heel, yeah.
Yeah. So this was something he'd never tried out before. This is like for Comedy Central on TV. So perfect time to,
just try
dip your toes into an experimental character. Because that's the thing. In roast battles, like, I mean, you've seen it. People will do characters.
Totally.
So he thought it would be funny and fun. And that's just what he was trying to do. And it did not work.
He was absolutely a heel, but it was almost like this, like he was the pest. You know what I mean? That's all it was. It was like, oh no, you're a heel, but like everybody hates you, not just Megan. Yeah.
Also, being a heel in roast battle makes it harder to win because the crowd doesn't like you.
Right?
Like, do you remember Jesus Trejo versus Tony Hinchcliffe?
Yes.
When Jesus fucked up his last joke, and then Tony goes, "Oh, I guess I'm gonna get to win this one." And then he did a joke and it bombed. And it's because he just set himself up. This joke's better be the best joke ever.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. And the crowd was like, fuck you then. You know? And Jesus won.
Oh, I love it. All right. Perfect. I love the old stories. They love the old stories. Let's get to number 3, the top 3 here. We're going to New York, your old stomping ground. This is Justin Cupo from Philly versus Josh Lampley. 4th appearance versus 2nd appearance. Josh in 2nd appearance. Josh, 4th appearance. You're a fucking monster at this. Let's roast. Cupo.
This is fun. I'm fat and Josh is from the South. This is like the biggin versus the bigot. Josh and I are actually both from the South, except where I'm from, it's full of people from New York, and where Josh is from, it's full of people that say Jew York.
If y'all couldn't tell, Justin has kind of a fat, sad vibe. I bet his wrists cut like warm butter, you know?
Josh, for the last time, I will not buy those protein supplements. I don't care what you say. I'm glad Josh could take time away from working out some personal demons on the bongos to be here. Josh looks like he says, "Let's rock and roll," when he sees a woman turn into a dark alley.
That's New York, baby.
Justin's mother actually manages a grocery store, and his girlfriend designs cakes. So this guy is literally doomed to be fat. It's his destiny, you know? Okay.
Thank you, Hillbilly Madison. Josh is actually engaged. He's part of a comedy power couple, which means she does comedy and he yells white power outside of her shows.
Justin used to work at a car rental place. He was the guy who'd go to the garage to get the car, but then sit in there for 2 hours thinking about killing himself.
Says the angry mechanic who was mad I missed my shift. What can I say? Josh, you goddamn Confederate. Josh played 3 sports in high school. It was his goal to be considered the greatest athlete of all time, because that way a black person couldn't be.
Thank you, Justin.
You may recognize Justin from standing next to whoever's grilling. But hey, Justin's not just fat, he's also an avid reader. He loves curling up with a good menu.
Thank you, Josh, you human puka shell. Josh definitely does have a surfer vibe, but the only time he says hang 10 is when you ask him how he feels about 9 slaves being lynched.
Hang 10!
Cowabunga. All right, guys, let's wrap this battle up. Justin's got to get back to sighing into his hungry man microwave meal. Justin's actually from Pinellas Park, Florida, which is a vibrant community known for its parks, green spaces, and community events. It's amazing what happens when Justin leaves a place.
Coming in at number 3, New York. Are we going overtime? No overtime. All right. That's just number 3, New York. That's fun stuff. It was fun. I don't know if it beats number 4.
I don't either. I don't think so.
Great written jokes. They both had their notes a little bit. Justin's probably a little more top, just more memorized. Lampley is...
Justin's the fat guy.
Yeah. Justin's a little bigger than Josh there. Yeah, a little Laurel Hardy action.
Josh was having fun, too. I liked that he liked his jokes. I like when people laugh at jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Some people hate that.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, well, LA likes that. New York hates that. That's definitely because New York and LA used to have this like weird rivalry of like we do act outs, they do real jokes. You know what I mean? And you can kind of see it here and there. Not saying that Robin and Guam had act outs; they were reading and doing their jokes, but you could just see that they really do go for the jugular. I thought Justin was doing a funny thing where he was trying to put like history in it. You know, that's always a tough thing in roast battle where you're trying to like educate but also make fun of somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He nailed one of them, lost one of them, but I thought it was a great swing.
I liked how much like I don't know, their writing was very like visual. Like everything they were saying, like wrist cutting like butter or like taking out his demons on the bongo. It's like it's just like the visuals were so ridiculous. Like that's what I liked about both of their roast styles. It was so
Josh looks like he says rock and roll. He's
turning into the alley.
Oh my god, that's such a great joke, Justin. Yeah.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah. But maybe New York Knicks #3 just off reputation and beats Toronto, because Toronto hasn't been on the countdown a little bit. But when you see that Toronto battle versus New York, and they're both good written jokes, I mean, like, just if you're voting, I mean, what do you think gave them the edge now with the committee over seeing #4?
Yeah, how does the voting work?
Usually a rep from every city kind of votes. So. And usually they kind of vote for themselves, and after that we kind of have to go from there.
Right. So it's like,
but yeah, so maybe that's what it was. But I mean, I feel like New York gets this a lot just off reputation. They get usually a higher grade when maybe a lesser known or less frequent city
That
fall
had
down.
been what it was.
Tia. Is that her name? Tia
Percy,
Leah?
yeah.
Tia, I think, is head and shoulders my favorite so far.
Yeah, Tia Percy and that Sebastian battle was really good. I mean, man, Matt and Coben, that was a really good battle too. Yeah. I mean, a lot of they kind of like they gassed out a little bit at the end, but I mean, the first half of that battle, I mean, like a rival, especially this battle, that's just
no, you're right.
All right, let's go to #2. Let's go to the Bay Area, where you're from. UC Berkeley guy.
Yeah.
Where you were protesting Jews.
I've been ahead of the game, dude. there weren't even any dead kids yet, and I was protesting.
And now you work in a building owned by Jews. We love you, man.
Armenians.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought they were the Shore.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
The Shore's owned. They're Jewish.
The comedy store. Yeah, I thought you were talking about my apartment building.
No.
I'm like, no, that's all Armenian, dude.
We love Los Angeles, the second biggest Armenian population.
After Turkey.
Yeah. That just means the genocide didn't work. All right, #2 in the world, Bay Area. George Brett Olson, second appearance of the podcast versus Buddy, coming in with his third appearance of the podcast. I love these two. They're both thick dudes. You'll see what I mean. Let's roast.
Hell yeah.
George is single, ladies, and by that I mean be careful when you go to your car after the show tonight. George actually wants to get a mail order bride, but the only places he looks up are Uber Eats and DoorDash.
Hey everybody, let's give it up for Billy Ray Psoriasis. Buddy, you look like the only head and shoulders you have in your house is inside your freezer.
He tried to call me a serial killer with this tone. That's not okay. George is every single mom's sleep paralysis demon. Just wake up in the middle of the night and he's like, where's my hug? George is what happens when an Applebee's and a Chili's falls in love.
Give it up for Jesus if he rose from the dead 30 days later. Buddy, you look like you're going to turn water into roofies.
Easier that way. Speaking of roofies, George actually became a winemaker because he was tired of trying to roofie people one at a time. George sitting here calling me like a bloated fucking Jesus corpse when he looks like the bloated corpse of Larry the Cable Guy.
Hey, let's give it up for Nuclear Winter Soldier. Buddy looks like he's in the heavy metal band Poison. Sorry. Buddy looks like he was poisoned by heavy metals.
I truly can't believe I have to take this shit from this half-shaved Ewok. We should hurry this up, though, because George does have to get back to helping Captain Hook try to kill Peter Pan. Doesn't George look like a frog wearing a human skin costume?
He does.
You literally look like every extra in the movie Hook. Buddy, you look like you're transitioning into hepatitis B.
All right, everybody, one more time for this battle.
That was awesome. Deserve it at number 2, Bay Area. They are leading in the West. They're beating LA. This is their first season going into the last month where they're leading the West, beating Los Angeles.
I respect homie with the long hair because he went up there, went up there with so much to make fun of. He's like just presented this thing.
He looks like the Penguin, like Danny DeVito's Penguin, plus like Kane from WWE, and also just like a Karen.
Dude. Kane is great.
A Karen.
He just looks like he's about to call the guy. Like, I can't believe you guys. Like, but he's great. I mean, George Brett Olson. My God, brother, those were. I didn't even care if you were using your notes because I felt like you were using them just to set it up. Everything about that battle was exactly what you want.
Yeah.
They both were just coming in with it was so San Francisco too. Smart, geeky jokes.
I know, so many Peter Pan references.
Yeah. There was an Ewoks reference from I mean, like, it was smart, silly, sinister. They knew each other. It was chemistry. It was everything you want in a roast battle. That was textbook. Thank you, Bay Area.
Yeah.
I will give you your fucking flowers, okay? George Brett Olson and Buddy, good job.
On its face, like, look-alike jokes seemed like they could be so basic and boring, but like the way they did it was so clever and so well written, like Head and Shoulders being in your freezer, like the way it was so much fun to watch.
All right, let's get into number 1 battle of the week. I love that battle. Sorry, I just had a call from a really important person that has to wait. I think it's your boss actually just called me, Hormoz. All right, let's go to number 1 battle of the week. Barcelona. Told you guys, we're all over the world now. We're in Spain, Barcelona. This is Maggie Sherrill. Her first appearance, she's a virgin, versus the champ out there, Miss Esther. Her third appearance, Esther versus Maggie, Barcelona. Let's roast! With Alexis Fox judging, and the current leader for MVP, James Regal.
Hi, thank you. Trust a white woman to make herself a victim. Kick things off. Hiya. First off, don't we look like TV presenters for a new woke TV children's show? Hi, everyone. That's Maggie. I'm Niggy.
Oh, my God.
Maggie wrote that joke. Maggie is American. She's from the South. And she likes to write farm-based fan fiction. No, but she's from the South. She actually is from farming people. They farmed my people.
Give it up for S-Turd. That's racist. It's not because she's black, it's just because she's a piece of shit. She's aggressive towards sexual partners, and she's allergic to raw vegetables, so nothing enters her unroasted.
That's good. Give it up for the lead singer of Parrot Snore. Maggie looks like she says "Eureka" when she comes.
That's perfect.
I loved it.
Maggie's insecure about her boobs, which I find so silly, to be insecure about something people can't see. Maggie looks like the product of a Mystery Machine gangbang. She's got Daphne's red hair, Velma's glasses, Shaggy's lankiness, Fred's cock, and Scooby's dog face.
Layers.
So Esther has always wanted to be a parent and a performer. So she got tattoos of some of her favorite role models. She has one from Michael Jackson. Yeah, because she's always really wanted kids.
Oh, Maggie likes that one.
Yeah, and she's got Heath Ledger because at the height of his acting career, he managed to do something that Esther has tried and failed to do, which is kill herself.
Thank you, Becky with the bad breath. Everyone, this is Maggie O'Shea. O'Shea is short for O'Shea man. But as Maggie is from the South, she identifies as a they, them, from them, there. Maggie's nickname is Mango because whenever she leaves women's bathrooms, police say, "Where did you see that man go?"
So yeah, since her parents didn't give a shit about Esther, so keep doing that. Her dear, sweet, beloved grandma, rest in peace, spent a lot of time with her, and so she's actually only spiritual so that she can believe that one day she'll see her grandma again. Yeah, really sweet. Her grandma says, "I'm busy."
Maggie looks like she's in a cult. As the librarian. Maggie seasons her food with thoughts and prayers. Maggie looks like she goes, "Ooh, spicy," after she drinks sparkling water. Thank you. Maggie's a tall girl. She's 5'9". Not because of genetics, though, because of her third leg. Maggie's so ugly, I would fuck her with her dick.
Esther actually froze her eggs as if her DNA was worth preserving. She couldn't get pregnant the natural way. The sperm just kept saying, nah. Just like her real dad. Actually, to him, she's kind of more like a pet chicken. She's cute, she makes eggs, but she'd be much better dead.
Thank you.
Oh, we're going Novus.
Maggie says she's into brown guys now. Her words. When she goes on dates with black guys, it's the only time they really do hope that's a gun in her pocket. as I mentioned, Maggie's from the South. She's from Charlottesville, famous for being very racist. But now Maggie's into brown guys, so, you know. I imagine that must be so conflicting. Like, can you imagine Maggie watching something like, I don't know, 12 Years a Slave? She must be like, oh my God, oh no. Oh, they've caught him. Oh no. Yeah, whip that fucking You better whip that fucking Get that fucking wad, you get that You fucking get that fucking Yeah, I want some of that black cock inside my fucking white pussy.
That act out though.
She went hard.
Yes, she went hard.
Yeah.
She went hard. Jesus.
Sorry, ancestors.
She's committed.
Yeah.
Human trafficking.
Hold up your sleeves. Is that so we can see the Michael Jackson tattoo turn white? Esther is so stylish. I mean, her look is very chic. Just for me. She's so self-obsessed that actually when she does a good comedy show, she gets horny. But that's just because she's used to hearing laughter when she's naked.
You don't hear laughter ever.
Number one battle of the week, Maggie O'Sheryl versus Esther. I call her Black Esther. Hopefully nobody else does. She's undefeated. Third appearance of the podcast. That was Maggie's first appearance. Barcelona coming to number one.
She's not trans, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And honestly,
After all those jokes, she has to be, right?
Right?
Seems like
yeah. But I mean, you said people lie. Yeah,
They
people,
do.
Yeah, so.
They
But
do.
it's a lot of lies.
That's
like a lot of like the chick who I think won, Esther, right? She won.
Oh yeah,
right?
because Maggie could not recover. If anything, I wish Maggie had done like a recovery line after that like giant masturbation act.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "I'm so sorry, just all the blood is in my dick." Like just anything. You know what I mean?
To own it. Oh my God! Yeah, she's like, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I
she
can't do this last joke because I have a raging boner right now.
Yeah.
But what if she's just a
Yeah.
girl who's like, I'm not trans, but doesn't want to be seen as anti-trans by being like, I'm not, you know, like,
or
so-
even like she could have done that of just like, oh my God, like, you know, my clit is so hard. Wait, get me your doctor so we can cut it off. You know what I mean? A clitoris circumcision joke. You know, anything at this point. But more
she was
history.
Like, you could tell she was just like disoriented by that last blow.
That was gnarly. I've never seen Esther get down like that. I mean, she went through the litany of just like 1940s slurs. I mean, Penny was in there, Warg, was in there again. Yeah, she did. I mean, she went through the gauntlet. I don't think I heard.
You could tell she didn't like the joke about her dad, and she was about to murder her.
That's why she said, hold my. I was like, hold my purse, hold my earrings. Like she was like, really like that. That's how you fight in roast battle. Like, hold my phone.
She's
Take my notes. Yeah, she's going. Oh, no net, no safety net. It was pretty funny. She did a movie I've never seen either. She. What was the bit? That was the first one she had where she was saying, she wrote that joke.
Oh,
I thought that was funny, where it was like a racist joke. Like, she wrote that.
Yeah, that was great.
That was pretty.
That was
That's a new move. It's in a couple new moves today. Matt McDonald had another one.
Maggie was the white girl. Right?
Yes.
She had some good lines, like
She
up
did.
top. They're escaping me, but she also did really well.
I don't know if I put it one though.
I wouldn't put that. I would probably put Barcelona and then that.
I still think what was it?
And
Tina?
Toronto really nailed it too. But Tia Percy,
I still think
and the cerebral palsy one.
I still feel like they're one.
Honestly, that's probably 1, 2, 3 for me. I'll probably go Barcelona. I'll start with Bay Area, Toronto, and maybe Scotland. 1, 2, 3. I mean, obviously, it's a great countdown and everything's subjective. But you know, this is probably as close as it's gotten in a few weeks. Committee, great work. But let's get to the standings because they hurt me. Thank you guys, by the way. What do you think about the league now? This thing is like
It's
evolved.
So
Is it fun?
It's so cool to see everyone around the world. Yeah,
break down.
I do wish we could gamble on it, but it would be too easy to bribe Roast battle.
Are you kidding me?
A problem.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
I do
God.
have a gambling
Comics
problem.
would shave points and shave jokes easily. I mean, like you already see how bad the jokes can get. You're just like, oh, I just didn't have anything. That's like, are you kidding me?
You have to pay. You'd have to pay the comics millions.
Yeah.
And even then, in the NBA, they're cheating.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't have anything except for this new watch that nobody's going to ask questions about.
I just said the N-word 3 times. Like, who paid you for that? Because you won. Anyway, all right, let's get
I bet over on 2.5 N-words.
Oh, that's how you do a prop bet.
Yeah.
All right, let's just get to the standings because they're going to make me mad before I get out of here. All right, so U.S. West now leading Bay Area. You're up by, my God, it cannot be.
Wow, is that really Austin
Yeah.
and Denver are that low?
Yeah, Austin just has to send in, Adam Lucky, just send in your battles. I mean, I know my man's going through a lot, but send in your battles. And I know there's people that you have helped and you can send those battles and send those in. You guys probably have the most dynamic comics, I'll say. You guys are all the edgelords and buzzworthy, so you guys are probably dominating the sport. And you guys usually have a lot of battles that online go viral, like 300K on Instagram or TikTok. So send your battles in. Be involved. We know you guys want to be. I talked to you this morning, Lucky. Send those battles in. Denver, they just got the new venue and a new time slot, so they're just trying to figure things out. Yeah. But Bay Area is number 1 in the West. New York dominating in the East. Atlanta needs a new venue. Cleveland breaks their streak. They were on the countdown for like a solid month and a half, and they're not there this week. 59. Chicago 90.5. Chicago's probably one of the more underrated cities in the league. They were more overrated, but now they're underrated. Have a lot of good battlers out there. Let's go international. Barcelona, you saw, got number 1 this week. Jumps up like almost 40 points now ahead, or over 40 points now ahead of Scotland, who's leading in the international wild card ahead of London, Tokyo, and Sydney. Sydney got some points this week with Kirsty Carr.
Wow, I'm surprised Toronto's so low.
Yeah, I mean, like they don't really hit the countdown
Scotland
a
to
lot.
lose ground after that performance is like, wow, dude, anything could happen.
That's what I'm saying, man. We got a month and a half left. So right now, yeah, your wild card leaders we're us, Los Angeles and Scotland. But your 6 playoff contestants right now are the Bay Area, LA, New York, Barcelona, Manchester, and Scotland. And then we have a development league, guys. And the loser of the main league gets relegated to the B league there, the WRBL. So right now, Sydney, even though they got a point, they're still behind Vancouver, Toronto, and Atlanta. But anything can happen. We got a month and a half left. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you, bro.
This is fun.
Channing, thank you so much. Shout out Channing Apodaca. A lot going on, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. Thank you guys for doing this. Where can we catch you guys? Anything going on you want to talk about? You want to plug?
Hormoz is at the DMV.
Dude, you'll see me at the DMV doing my Tide 5. At Hormoz Comedy on everything. Check out Dogs of Browntown podcast. I do it with Saul Trujillo and Joel Jimenez. We do that every week. And yeah, you can see my dates and stuff all on my Instagram and shit.
Yeah, go to s-comedy.com. You'll see I have a couple tour dates coming up, and then my social media is there. If you search SUBHAH, I'll generally come up on IG and TikTok and all that.
Yes, and follow us on turningpointusa.com. All right, see you guys next week.